Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not gonna be up here too long. I'm a little tired today. My day off, so I'm just relaxing, doing chores around the house. I just want to mention I am not a storyteller. I probably don't tell stories all that well, but that's not really my goal. My goal is just to speak my truth and help as many people as I possibly can by doing so. I guess today I really do want to speak on the topic of, I guess, like no contact and the great extent that the narcissist, the narc, the monster will go to regain your attention, to regain your love, to get you back focused on them, to get you back into their life again. There's really no boundaries that they won't cross. There's no type of lie that they won't tell to do so. I guess for me, he would do the triangulation. I'm using some words that, I read and definitely know the meaning of them if I'm using them. But they use to, describe the narcissist. Triangulation is pretty much when the narcissist will go through, use third-party people to get to you because they're cowards. They know they fucked up and they're not man enough, woman enough, it could be women narcissists as well, to, confront you because they don't want to admit that they're wrong. They're never going to admit that they're wrong and what they did was wrong. So, that's just the best way to do it. I've had my narc guy, it was a mutual friend that I met through him, but we became kind of cool. And, he sent her, to relay messages to me. He would, randomly hit me up, with the how you doing and things like that. Most recently, the very last time, he all-time low. He actually sent messages to my mother and my daughter. Long messages, long paragraphs. How much he missed me, how much he missed the family, how he's so empty without us, how he really misses us, how he knows he fucked up. He's not going to really say specifically. It's just going to be a general, I know I fucked up, and trying to regain my attention, trying, because he knew that would have been something that I would not like. So then he expected me in return to reach out to him to tell him just how much I didn't like it. See, what they like is your attention, whether good or bad. If they can't get it in a good way, then they'll take it in a bad way. They just want your attention. It's just, if you're paying attention to them, then they feel like they are in control of you and they have you. He sent messages through my mom, through my daughter, and you would think one who would do that is sincere. You would think that they really mean what they're saying. You would think that, if they're talking to someone's parent and expressing how much, they miss you and they miss the family and they're really sorry. And, you would think that is some genuine shit. You would think that. It's not. It wasn't. It's very sad, and again, I'm telling my story in no particular order, just as it comes to mind, but this is a great ordeal. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster. And when you finally, get the strength to leave, going no contact, look it up, read about it, is definitely what you should do. Because you'll just start over emotions, stir emotions up, old feelings, and, you'll get sucked in because they are going to say whatever. Mine, would say that I make him better. I felt like home to him. He said that, he's in love with me. And, had we still been together, he was going to make it official. He said, I would do anything, to get you back. And of course, I eventually moved in. So I did, after a little bit, I wanted to see if he was for real. And, I gave him, stipulations and things that I required of him in order for me to even consider anything. And he agreed to it all and did none of it. When I tell you not even a smidgen of anything, none of it. And when I mentioned it, he made it like I was bothering him. I was wrong for even asking him when these are things that he agreed on, in order for us to be back together. So they will lie. They will lie they will go to great extent to get your love back, to get your attention. He will lie. Like I experienced it. He lie about everything. Like he'll lie. You ask him a question, he has an answer like immediately, and it be a lie. Like he will make you promises, and that's what makes it's scary, because you don't want to meet a person like that. You don't want to be distrusting of people. You don't want to not be able to believe what people say to you. You want to take it as face value. But if you've dealt with someone like this, it is hard to, because you're looking them in the face and they're telling you blatant lies. They're just saying lies, straight face, making promises that they know they're lying and they're not planning on keeping. It was the manipulation was strong. Like, again, I don't like to admit that that I was weak. I guess I have to say it. I don't want to say it. It don't feel good saying it, but I guess I would have to admit that in this case, dealing with him, I showed definitely some weakness, and I don't like it. I don't like that side of me. I don't like none of that. And the manipulation had me, I'm a talker. Like, I say what I feel. I don't bite my tongue, ask anybody. But in this situation with dealing with him, I would think not twice, but 10 times before I would tell him something, express my feelings, because every time he trained me, because every time in doing so, he always made it seem like I was wrong, or I was bothering him, or it was inconvenience, or it just was like, to say how you felt about a situation to him is like an argument. So it would be confrontation, just to have a normal conversation, and like two adults just speaking, well, this is how I feel about this, and it just blows up from there. And he trained me to hold it in. Like, I ate it. I ate so much shit. I was full. Like, I ate it. Like, I was feeling ways. I wanted to speak on it, but I didn't, because I knew the outcome. I knew that it was no need to speak on it, because it's not gonna turn out well. We're not gonna have a decent conversation about it. We're not gonna come to any agreement. It's just not gonna pan over well, and I will hold it in. Sometime I'll just be like, what the hell, and I say it, and then I'm met with the whole, it never goes well. It never goes well. And so with him doing that, it trained me to not speak my feelings, to hold it in, to eat it. And it wasn't a good feeling, because that's not me. I'm a talker. I'm a speaker. I speak. I speak my mind. Anybody who knows me personally know I don't bite my tongue about nothing. And with him, I did. And even my daughter would say, when she's around and with us, that she's seen a different side of me, and I always be like, no, I be myself. But I guess now, looking back, I wasn't being my authentic self. And if you can't be your authentic self with who your partner is, you don't need to be with that person, and I guess I was he had some type of control over me. Not as much as I see like these other women that he's dealing with. He has a great control over them. And I thank goodness that I'm not them. You know, and I tried to speak with them. They don't want to speak. You know, they don't want, I'm the enemy. So, you know, I just spoke my piece, and I know that when it happens and when all the shit comes falling down, they'll remember what I said. Because this is real. No contact is imperative. Like, don't do it. Cut off all contact, block, because they're coming back. They're coming back. If they feel like they lost control, they're going to give you a little bit because they're expecting you to come back because they want that control. You know, and when you don't come back, it drives them crazy. They're going crazy, and eventually they're going to come back. Mine's is blocked, and I have a feeling he's coming back. I don't know how, I don't know how, but I just keep getting that uneasy feeling that he's going to come fuck with me. And I'd rather not. I don't want it. I don't want any parts of it. I don't want to deal with it. You know, again, like I said, I have things that I left over there, things that I need, you know, things that I paid money for. I'd rather buy him again. I wouldn't step foot in that house and nowhere to get that. Like, I don't want it. He can have it. You know, my peace is more important than material things. My sanity, me being free. When I finally came home, I felt free. I didn't even realize it. Like, it was just free.